Afro-Trinidadian Discontent with the PNM, 10 Clear Reasons, an editorial by Professor Wall Street. As Trinidad and Tobago approaches its 2025 general elections, a deep undercurrent of dissatisfaction among Afro-Trinidadians toward the ruling People's National Movement, PNM, is impossible to ignore. According to a comprehensive study by Don Pierre Barnett and Company Canada Limited, DPBA, shifting political winds are poised to reshape the country's political landscape. Here are 10 key reasons, drawn directly from DPBA's data, explaining why many Afro-Trinidadians are disillusioned with the PNM.
1. Decline in Afro-Trinidadian loyalty to the PNM. Afro-Trinidadian support for the PNM has plummeted from 65% in 2020 to 49% in 2025. This 16-point drop signals a profound erosion of trust in the party that historically represented their interests.
2. Dissatisfaction with Stuart Young's leadership.
A striking 64% of surveyed PNM voters expressed dissatisfaction with new party leader Stuart Young. For Afro-Trinidadians in particular, Young's leadership style and identity have raised concerns about cultural representation and inclusivity. 3. Cultural identity concerns. 59% of Afro-Trinidadian voters feel that PNM leadership should better reflect Black cultural identity. Many perceive a loss of cultural grounding under Young's tenure, fueling a potential protest vote or withdrawal of support.
4. Economic decline. Economic woes resonate deeply. A whopping 71% of all respondents, including Afro-Trinidadians, believe a government change would improve socioeconomic conditions. Afro-Trinidadians are particularly affected by rising unemployment and stagnant wages.
5. Crime and public safety.
68% of the national population lists crime as a top concern. Afro-Trinidadian communities, often concentrated in high-crime areas like Laventille and Morvant, feel abandoned by a government that promised but failed to deliver security reforms. 6. Energy sector crisis and foreign exchange shortages. With 52% worried about foreign exchange shortages and 45% alarmed by the energy sector crisis, Afro-Trinidadians see their economic prospects dimming under PNM governance, especially those dependent on energy sector jobs. 7. Limited digital presence. 51% of voters noted a low PNM presence on social media platforms. In an era where online visibility shapes political narratives, younger Afro-Trinidadians who are highly active online feel disconnected from a party that seems outdated. 8. Higher youth turnout favors UNC.
The article indicates that a higher youth turnout will favor the opposition UNC. Afro-Trinidadian youth, disillusioned with economic stagnation and cultural misrepresentation, are increasingly seeking alternatives.
9. Cross-racial support for the UNC. Traditionally, voting patterns were deeply ethnic. However, rising Afro-Trinidadian support for the UNC, bolstered by economic frustrations, represents a major political shift, as more Afro-Trinidadians prioritize results over ethnic loyalty.
10. Protest voting in marginal constituencies. Afro-Trinidadian voters in marginal constituencies, once PNM bastions, are leaning towards the UNC. The Guardian media poll shows the UNC leading with 45% support in these areas compared to PNM's 30%, confirming the trend of Afro-Trinidadian disengagement.
In conclusion, the PNM's historical advantage among Afro-Trinidadians has been severely undermined by leadership missteps, socioeconomic hardships, cultural alienation, and a failure to adapt to a digital era. If these trends hold true on Election Day, 2025 may well usher in a new political era, one not defined by old loyalties, but by demands for accountability, identity, and real change.